Hey, what's going on, guys? How's it going, Beep? Bunny, hope you guys are doing well today. Um, Thank you. I didn't make it loop. That was like it's like I don't know, almost an hour of real life for the in-game time to loop. So like I think I recorded for like 50 minutes or something dumb, not realizing because I took a nap and then woke up and said, all right. Um, Oops, not that one. Uh, so like if you watch it in even faster motion, like it goes night and then it becomes day. And like I just didn't finish the loop. Like the sun is like right here, and then at the end the sun is like still up here, I think. So oh well. I also was trying to get the crowd. Oh, and I moved the camera at the end. I was trying to get the crowd to not be in the way. I was able to get everybody to away except for like one dude who kept like walking through the frame. And then when I shot him, all the guards were like, and so I didn't do that. But yeah, so I did get the free camera working with the game, to much to the chagrin of all the viewers, I'm sure. The unfortunate thing is that once you enter free camera mode, I can't figure out how to get out of it. So I can't actually use it without quitting, like force quitting the game. So I will not be doing that. But anyway, let me scoot over here and let me boot up the game. The one thing I've been holding off on with playing the game is trying to get the settings a little more optimized for streaming, and I didn't do that. So I'm gonna have to just do it live, I guess. I don't know. Um, I'll have to just lower the settings until everything. I mean, it was close. See, when I was recording the video, it was fine. That time lapse. Really, it's the additional weight of doing the YouTube and the Twitch stuff at the same time. So the game's got to be close. Oh, excuse me. It's just a matter of yeah, you can see the mod loader loaded for the excuse me, the console, because you can't access the console normally.
Why worry about the Rift? It's not supposed to gobble up Arcadia for years, and I'm sure something else will kill you way before then.
So I'm gonna load the actual save I made, considering I ran around doing stuff. But just real quick, I'll show you the free camera, and then we'll quit and reload. So yeah, I did try and film another one from here, and I was like, I don't like that. So if I do, yeah, it's on my history. So I do toggle debug camera and fly around. You can't see the character right now because he hasn't entered his idle animation, but he will. But yeah, I can go fly around and we can look. There's my ship and the landing pad over there. Like right now, it's hovering at like 55, 53 FPS. So like I said, it's close. We can head over there. There's the water. There's some mountains. A little treehouse looking thing. Here's the town. We went into the sheriff's office right in the center screen and into that, and left. There's the Vox thing that we're trying to get access to in the background. There's the road that goes around that we haven't explored. I mean, we explored this little area of it here over this, but that's everything. I don't want to go too crazy with looking around, but one of the things I like and don't like doing is looking underground. So you can see some weird stuff. Like, why are there feet on this? Is there something bigger? Like, does this come out of the ground at some point and there's feet on it? I don't think so, but was this part of something else? Did they just model feet to have feet in case they needed it? Also, why are there just like giant, like that's part of this rock formation. Did they just have big rocks that they tilted and put on the ground in weird ways? Like, why is there stuff like that? Or if we go over the grippers, yeah. If we come over to the ship, thankfully the level of detail seems to stick with the camera rather than with the character, so I don't have to worry about like running into low poly stuff. But if we go under the space dock, there's a lot under here. There's a whole lot under here. A little hard to see, but like look how much stuff is just underneath the space dock. Like why is there even any of this underneath the ship? Like I don't know. Is this a platform they made for somewhere else that they recycled for? I think we're in the water now underneath everything, but that they recycled to stick here and stuff is sticking underground because of that? Like I honestly don't know. And here's the ship on the inside. You can see like this whole area is kind of modeled just in case, I guess, if the door opens or if you manage to look inside somehow. But the rest of it really kind of isn't. I don't know. I just think it's interesting to look at how stuff is modeled. Like where the legs that go up and in, like you can see how far further they go in. I guess just in case the legs need to come out more during cutscenes, maybe when they land because there's shocks or, you know. I don't know. Just interesting. But the thing is, I go back and do toggle debug camera. Nothing. Toggle debug camera 0. No. Toggle debug camera off. Oops. No. So it's like toggle debug camera false. No. Nothing really seems to do it. One weird looking dog. Yeah. So like I just can't figure out if it's possible to toggle the debug camera back off. Yeah, I tried false. I tried 0 off false just straight up because it says toggle. You know what I mean? Like just toggle from on to off. Like, do my free stickers send to Canada? Sure. I'll mail them wherever you want. Whether they'll get there or not, I don't know. But Canada seems to get there pretty good. I really only have the circle stickers right now. I don't have any of the other funky ones, unfortunately, but I certainly will send them. I'll send you a couple. There's me. Look how happy I am. I can try. Toggle camera, no. Player camera, no. Next year, anime and furry ones. All right, cool. I can't think. I don't really have a good way of searching for it either. I mean, I can pull open this and we could do toggle player camera like that. That's just filling in the last thing I wrote. That's not really, you know what I mean? Like, are you saying "Hey, Dad" to me, Lex? How's it going, Flaccid? Fist person? I couldn't like Google it either. Anyway, how's it going, Yo-Yo? I didn't say hello to you explicitly. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, to Flaccid, gotcha. All right. So I can't figure out a way to do it. So, what I ended up doing is just quitting and reloading. Is my face still modeled in here? No, it's not. They just take your head off, which makes sense. There we go. First person view. Yay. It is Unreal 5, I believe. I can't even access, like, I can't escape to access the menu. I have to just force quit when I quit. So, obviously, it's blocking some stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to read that out loud. I like how they still have the character like just chilling, even though the doors closed and they're like, I'm not even in the building. Universe is filled with things that want to kill you. Survive and thrive with Andy's choice. Oh well. Disable debuff. All right, hang on. Oh. Do I need to do capitals? No. Rip in peace. Yeah, I spelled them correct as far as I could tell. Well, it was worth a shot. I hadn't tried that one. Can I tab in the command? It tabs the most recent thing, I think that. No, it tabs the most recent thing no matter what. Even if I start typing something else, if I hit tab, it goes to the last thing that I typed. So, no, there's no tab. No tab completion. Ah, well, it was worth trying. I mean, it's not that bad. Just gotta fucking Alt F4 and then restart. But I'm more just explaining why I'm not going to be doing it constantly, like I would absolutely love to, because I don't want to quit and relaunch every 20 minutes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, they say. I keep hitting play and then not choosing, because like when you hit play, it gives you the option between viewing the art and soundtrack or playing the game. And I'll hit play and then just like sit there while it asks me and not realize it's asking me. I don't know why it has to make shaders every time, though. I had a grand time this morning. Why is this ball pit thumbnail on the screen? What do you mean? Oh, is the poll still there? Oh my god. How do I turn that off? My extensions. All right. I replaced it with the Prime Gaming reminder. Is that better?
How'd you like Fairfield? I trust the dusty streets, inescapable advertising, and high-strung citizenry live up to your expectations of an Auntie's Choice company town?
Lowest save. And where is my manual save? Yes. So I fooled around a bunch doing the free camera stuff, so I'm going to load the manual save. Especially because they dismissed these guys to go to my ship. So let me do the idle camera. What is that? Oh, you just force idle camera? Okay, interesting. What if I go down to balance? I don't really like DLSS. I don't want to use it if I don't have to, but I would like to not go too crazy with this. If I could avoid. No, it's still 50 FPS. Okay, why did that Oh, I know why. Well, it doesn't seem like it's making the stream bog down. I'm not really dropping any frames. I'm just... The game's not running at 60, so maybe I'll be okay.
How about I do my job, and you do whatever it is you do.
Both, oh my god. Another one not to read out loud. All right, so we last talked to him and agreed to do his quest because I want to find out more about the reprogramming. So what happens if we go in and talk to her? She tell us to F off? Yeah, like even in here, it's only getting up to 50 FPS, but it's probably because it's still loading everything outside. What if we just... What's better? Intel Zex or Fidelity 4X? I don't know. We'll keep trying them until we find one that runs well. That's still only 50 FPS. Culling? Who needs it? They are not doing that, Lex. It's brain reprogramming. Ooh, okay. No, that's still at 50 FPS. Every time I change it, it's at 50 FPS.
Heard you're working for Milver Street. You can consider my offer formally rescinded. No reason to believe he wouldn't attempt to sabotage anything I attempted.
All right, very well. Unless I need to restart to make the this stuff change. Yeah, even with DLSS off, it's still running at like 40 FPS, 50 FPS.
Knock off the funny business.
I'm tabbing out to look at my fucking task manager, bro. Come on. I'm curious what it's funny. CPU 65%, memory 75%, GPU 0, which is my only GPU, 75%. Desired frame 75%. We're only at 55 FPS of 60. I don't know. Maybe it's just gonna be how it is. All right, so we talked to him. What do we have for? Quest journal shows information of your active and completed quests. Here you can view details and change your currently active quest. Saboteur of Paradise. Augustine DeVries previously worked with a Vox relay, but given the danger involved in getting to the station, Niles has recommended searching for more info on her by first locating her tracker in Fairfield. Investigate the town hall's records. Find information. So we need to go to town hall. Milver Street couldn't recall much, but suggested sifting through town hall's records as well. All right. Seek information on infiltrating the Vox relay. Optional. All right. Side quests, companion quests. Where is town hall? That's perfect goods. Wait, this would be town hall, wouldn't it? Notification of death. Dear father, mother, guardian name, I regret to inform you that your son, daughter, child, employee rank, first name, last name, was killed in an action at location on date. I know the sorrow that your message brings to you, this message brings to you, but no soldier rank, last name, was was a valuable Auntie's Choice asset, and that their contribution to the war effort on Eden will not be forgotten. Sincerely yours, Babylon Carr, Acquisitions Officer.
The peddler of half measures returns. Suppose it's too much to hope that you speak in half sentences. Make
What
it
the
quick,
fuck?
yeah?
What are you talking about? Peddler of half measures. I don't want to do a whole measure. Auntie's Choice Premium Residence Leasings, Fairfield. Variable Appraisal Protectorate Lodgements. Augustine de Vries, who we're looking for a house. Red trim circle windows. Okay. Red trim circle windows. So let's go find the houses and look. We'll do a lockpick. And we'll do a speech. Reputation is how you're viewed by various factions. As your reputation changes, blah, blah, blah. Auntie's Choice, unknown. Sub Rosa, unknown. The Order of the Senate, unknown. Cool. The Town Hall records indicate that Vries was assigned to a house with red trim and rounded windows. Where are the lodgings? Well, the quest marker says this way. I am colorblind, so we'll see what we get out of this.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement. Ugh.
Well, there's red trim and square windows. Red trim circle windows? Oh. Well, I would say that's a secret hiding spot that... Come on in, buddy. That we probably are looking for. Cigarette lighter. Bubblegum stems. Protectorate of Arcadia. Personal supply. Subject terminal. Welcome subject DeVries. Messages. Alright, hopefully I'm back. You'll have to let me know if I'm back or not. I should be. Hello. Yeah, I had a graphics driver crash. Fun times, I guess. Cool beans. I don't know why. But let me get back into the game here. What's happening? I left for 15 seconds. My graphics drivers crashed. My GPU like crashed. I got this error. UE Arkansas, which is the name for this game. And then OBS was like, "Whoa, bro. We can't talk to the GPU." In that accent too. It was really weird. And of course, Stream is going to send an ad out again. So I don't know if that was an overload, if that was a crash because my drivers are old. It didn't crash the entire time we played the initial stream. So I don't really know why it did there. I guess I'll probably go back to DLSS.
went with the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough. Nice to see someone with some sense around here for once.
I don't know where my last autosave was, so hopefully it's like right outside that house. It was right when I stole stuff off the table. Good. All right, maybe that will do it. Who knows? Message. Subject advised. You are to report to your post in the information input and retrieval department at 0630 tomorrow. As I'm sure I don't need to tell you, every member of the Protectorate is vital to the whole, no matter how seemingly small and insignificant their role may seem to be. We expect you to conduct yourself with as a harmonious part of the Protectorate. Glory to the Sovereign. Pitch ball incident. Subject DeVries. It is not unheard of for one to sustain injuries in the course of a spirited match of pitch ball, even ones as serious as your shattered femur and internal hemorrhaging. In my experience, however, virtually all cases can be traced back to overindulgence in Sovereign's Pride vodka. While it's an understandable misconception, such overindulgence does not demonstrate a subject's pride for their subservience to our Sovereign. Fortunately for you, in this short time you've been here, your work has been nothing but superlative. So this will not add greatly to your demerits. Nonetheless, it is your duty to work through such injuries, to be an example to your fellow subjects on how to put aside one's self-importance to elevate us all. Remember, we're all key components in the safety and success of the Protectorate. Warning. Subject DeVries, your recent irregular behavior has been overlooked due to your exemplary work in the long years prior to the invasion. However, I am not plagued by my predecessor's lack of character, which has reportedly now been rectified by a course of mental refreshment thanks to the Sovereign. It is incumbent upon me to follow up on the report that you were heard espousing opinions similar to the precepts of the traitorous order. I'm certain this is but a miscommunication in these somewhat confusing times. Do not let it happen again. Important announcement. To all subjects of the Protectorate, invasion of cutthroat corporatists. The scourge of unfettered capitalism has come to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. Their invasion armada exacerbated the rift anomaly which was naturally occurring and well within our ability to control, causing it to fracture and the aether further, sending invisible tendrils in all directions. It has closed the colony off from any support they may have been awaiting, but has caused us no harm, being self-sufficient in every way. I bid these worshippers will soon taste defeat. It is your duty to resist their sugared temptations, processed promises, and low-quality goods they are using to try to subjugate our beloved colony. Do not hesitate to sacrifice your life to stop them, or to report your fellow subjects for collusions or a weakness. Any subject caught with their products will be dealt with. Praise the Sovereign. Betrayal of the Order of the Ascendant. As of this day, the Order of the Ascendant have declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate. They have chosen to do so in the wake of the corporate invasion of our beloved colony. In the wake of the corporate invasion of our beloved colony attests to their true nature. Oh, that they have chosen to do so in the wake of our corporate invasion of our beloved colony attests to their true nature. It is now obvious that the corporate incursion was somehow helped by the traitors of the Order, else it would have just been crushed before it began. Rest assured, the Sovereign knew of their treachery well in advance of their betrayal, and thus was not taken by surprise. Any communication from, to, or involving the Order in any way are now to be considered enemy correspondence and must be forwarded to the Ministry of Accuracy. Glory to the Protectorate. Bracelet. A compass. Looks like the safe's been ransacked already. I have a flashlight. Devised submerged tracker. Devised tracker appears to have been surgically removed and submerged in liquid inside this container, obviously in an attempt to disable it. Fortunately, it was still producing a weak signal. Oh. Status. Identifying markers removed. Welcome back, Agent DeVries. Messages. To S. Lockwood. Subject, farewell. To Savannah Lockwood. Savannah, your last missive stung me to my core. I can't believe you'd accuse us of such. Yes, I'm still in contact with Victor. The schism between the Protectorate and the Order is of no consequence to us. We are decidedly not whispering poison in each other's ear. And I can assure you, the dark path you accuse us of going down is one of necessity, not choice. I never burdened you with the knowledge of the things I've done, what I've been forced to live with, but therein lies the rub. I find I can do so no longer. The time for action has come. Do you remember the cliffhanger ending of the Sentinels versus the Cult of Corporatism's 6th chapter? The way the other, I fear, are hurtling towards that same inevitable conclusion. One way or another, I feel that we are hurtling towards that same inevitable conclusion. This is one thing I cannot allow, no matter the cost. Regardless, my time on Paradise Island is over. As we used to say, see you in the equation, my friend. Response. How can you say you never burdened me with what you've done? You may have never shared specifics with me. That doesn't mean I didn't feel for your suffering, Augustine. The invasion of Paradise Island is driving us all to new levels of despair, and your last message has me fearing that it has pushed you into a place of madness. I'm begging you, forget that void-damned cereal, and whatever it is you're planning. And please, come see me before you do anything that cannot be undone. This ought to make you laugh. I'm holed up in the older Order Chapel of all places. Maybe because it reminds me of better days with you, me, and Victor. Mission logs, day 25.
Worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters.
Day 153.
I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I?
182.
I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking?
No idea. It's a little strange to me.
How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in judging up the past.
What's this supposed to be on his armor?
Wouldn't rest.
A guard for the sport?
Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too. Back at the academy.
I didn't realize she had that much of a reputation.
We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart. Ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us.
It could be a port for liquid cooling, but then there's what's that guard over it? I don't know. You'd think there'd just be a cap on it if you wanted to keep it from getting dirty. Must have been after my time. I don't remember hearing her name.
Reckon so. Some might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figure my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers.
Who cares? I mean, I'm just making conversation. The Order, the ones that had a schism with the Protectorate. What exactly is the Order?
The Order of this Sin is just another sect of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. The Grand Plan and all that used to be part of the Protectorate before their big falling out. Believe they can predict the future or some such, but nice plan-abiding folks don't kill for the betterment of their cause. I can't believe the Order plotted our murder. But 10 years ago, I would have said the same about DeVries. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks.
DeVries sauce is expendable. It's that simple.
Maybe. She seemed tore up about the choice after the fact. Guilty. Not sure if that makes me feel better or worse. I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, void, even capital. I know how most colonies run. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue.
Our hands aren't clean either, Niles. We've killed people too.
That's different. Everything we've done so far has been for the mission. To save everyone.
I imagine the Order thinks the same thing.
You forget we're on the same side here, Commander?
What?
I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that?
I'd rather learn why before passing judgment. Of course, killing her won't give me back those years.
No. But it might keep her from stealing more years from someone else. Or doing worse still.
Maybe you'll be remembered.
She
He hates
started
me.
putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like.
Yo. Alright. She's gonna stare at you. You stare at me. I'll stare at her. Cool. Oh, she's sleeping. So you've just been liberated, now what? Auntie wants to help you acclimate to your wondrous new freedom. Confused by too many new choices? Here's a handy list of strategies to help you make sense of it all. Thoughtfully curated with you in mind. Only buy Auntie's products. Bits spent on our goods are returned to your pockets as your salary. It's the free market in action. Empower yourself with the latest Auntie's Choice products. Air conditioning products. Use new ones generously and throw away old ones. You deserve only the best. You don't have to work for Auntie to enjoy her products, but it helps. Sell your stock to anyone with the bits to pay and be sure to remind them how good you have it with Auntie's Choice. Support mankind's future prosperity. Persuade others to join your cause. Strangers are just customers you haven't met. Be a dynamic individual, skipping break time to enhance your profits. Preserve any likeness or hardship. You are worth it. Be efficient. Use your newfound freedoms to ensure your destiny is filled with all the goodness bits can buy. Remember, anytime you are not shopping, you could be shipping. Krabby Patties? Crabble Patties. This is like a mechanical bull.
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzos. Bottled under more than 3 atmospheres.
Copernicus. That thing safe?
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
Why don't we start with introductions? I'm Gear.
I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically, Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist turned tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort, and with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs.
I'm well acquainted with Carr and Milverse's antics.
If you too have spotted the chasm between them, I fear the Protectorate have already pinpointed the way with which to exploit it. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner.
Why can't they see eye to eye?
The fact is that those two never got along particularly well, even under the best of circumstances. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew.
The minister's in high spirits now that I've agreed to help him.
I see. Well, I hope his spirits may be sustained. I have grown fond of the minister, but I cannot help but wonder if he fully understands how proud the Protectorate
Wilson.
are.
Interesting.
It takes great courage or desperation to acknowledge the wrongs of one's society, and even more to leave it entirely. He may find that courage to be rarer than he thinks, or perhaps he will manage to prove me wrong with his powers of persuasion yet again. Oh, I would welcome it in this case.
Talk about something else.
Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow.
Tell me about training raptidons.
I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild raptidons. It's most agreeable.
Does the program require you to give the raps goofy names too?
Dear, I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R. I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
I'll be going now. Oh, it's like the little thing running around, but bigger. I guess he's got like blinders on. Private notes. Musings on raptidons. Well, I've officially gone from chimeric scientist to raptidon onboarding specialist, but it's with not such a harsh change as I feared. These creatures require constant feeding, house training, combat conditioning, and praising in dulcet tones. Yes, but they've also provided me with ample opportunity to study their constitution. They've taken well to a salve I developed for wound care, far better than average human would have. While my previous work may be lost to history, I can't help but wonder, might this have been used to aid graft recipients? If so, would we perhaps have had more success than failures? Milver Street has come calling for his subcutaneous injections again. What? I'll write more on my findings later. He's getting the Botox. What the hell? I ordered something online and it says it's going to be here today. Hold up. No, what do you mean? Oh, it actually does say it's going to be here momentarily. Wow. Wow. That's crazy that they're showing me exactly what this fucker's car is. That's not good. Also, there's no way they're 5 minutes away. All right. Oh, no. Oh, they are showing me. Holy shit. Walmart is showing me where the fucker's car is who's dropping off my fucking item. That's crazy. Why would you ever show that? All I have to do is order something off of you know, Walmart.com, something dumb for delivery. It's looking pretty precise. It's literally showing me the car, and it's going on the road, like, perfectly. I can see he stopped at a stoplight, and he's moving. That's fucked up. DB, first I want to thank you for always being so kind and such a great listener. You have been of immense assistance to me in the past few years. I write to you today because I admit you're a bit of at a crossroads. Is it reasonable to be among a society for so long, yet feel so separate from it? Try as I might, I feel one with Auntie's choice, as if I'm donating to donning a costume. I wish I didn't feel so. Any advice you have would be much appreciated. Now I feel like, do I need to go out and, like, meet them? Are they gonna give my thing to my landlord? She wouldn't know what to do with this fucking... It's more energy drinks, the fucking Mountain Dew amp. Make sure to comb my hair's fine. Burst light pistol. Can she see me here?
Keep them coming. I can do this all day. That's the third drone in as many days. Where are the void damn things coming from?
Are you alright? You could have been killed.
Not likely. I've been keeping my lamps open for these things ever since they started attacking. But thanks for the concern all the same. Of course, we could have staunched the flow of drones by now if Officer Carr dispatched another patrol, as I requested. But no such luck.
First impressions are important, you're right. I don't want to go out and meet them. I'll let them drop it off. Why won't Carr send out a patrol?
Officer Carr says we've already committed too many units to the field and that the Protectorate could launch a counterattack at any moment. That if I nag her on it one more time, she'll, quote, have me peeling Spectrum potatoes till my phalanges fall off.
Not your
Everyone
phalanges.
knows you can't shoot for shit without your trigger finger. So, instead of allocating necessary resources, she set up a bounty terminal, handing our defense spending over to freelancers.
Oh, that's me. I'd call that logical partition of funds to spare material resources. That's what you get for having more bits than sense.
Stranger, you and I are of one mind. If you're keen on lending a hand, bounty terminal's just left of the constabulary. Carr doesn't trust me with that kind of work anymore. Not after my last performance review. So I guess we're trusting in degenerate bounty hunters
That's me.
now.
Wait, you just said feel free to do it, and then you're a degenerate. Don't worry, I happen to know a thing or two about drones.
Really? Because that one looks like it's about due for the scrapyard.
Hey now, don't let the scratches fool you. Val here is in tip-top shape. Ain't that right, Val?
Error. Logic assembly not responding. Please ask your query at a later time.
This does not increase my confidence. However, given the state of my performance review, it's not like I'm one to talk. Really wish I could give those drones a piece of my mind. Unfortunately, I need to hang back and exercise my obedience to authority. Go out there and do what I can. Show that bounty terminal and those protectorate drones why no one fucks with Fairfield.
Yeah. It says they're here right now.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Yeah, if you are closer.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. But void it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one, of course.
A degen. Why, are you in pain?
Oh, legs bother me a bit, but no more than usual. Anyway, that's not the reason I'm asking the visit. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here, being part of a team, this might sound
All right, they
mite
left at the front door, so I'm
soppy,
gonna go grab it.
I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
We need to hold an electrical standard a safety course?
Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine,
Got him.
this business with Zeb's gotta come first.
Any chance he'll be happy to see you?
Likely not. We didn't exactly leave off in a good way. Traded some hard words over promises I made and ought not have.
What happened between you two?
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
Where are you getting that from, Lex? Never would have guessed there was a resistance in the protectorate from within.
Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met.
You, leadership one or lawbringer. You know a government has failed when even doctors take up arms against it.
I think I've given the wrong impression. For all his anger, it wasn't like Zeb was going around with a revolver, much as he might have wanted to. We mostly help folks avoid getting into trouble over minor infractions. Or tried to anyway. We worked hard. But the Arbiters and Sentinels, well, they worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did.
I don't know what that
Arcadia
means.
was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
Sometimes things don't turn out the way you hope. That doesn't mean you were wrong to try.
Yeah, maybe. Easier to say that on the other side of winning, though, ain't it? Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent.
No time like the present. Let's go find him.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
I like how it pulls out your gun and aims it right at his face. All right, I'm gonna go grab it off the porch, so give me one moment. I'll be right back.